two of the most iconic video game characters ever. One is a blue blur who can move faster than the human eye can even process. The other is a crazy orange bandicoot who somehow survives explosions, monsters, ancient gods, and getting smacked around every 5 seconds. But if Sonic and Crash Bandicoot were actually forced into a fight, who would win? And before you say Sonic wins easily, there are a few things Crash can do that make this fight way closer than you might think. So let's settle it. Sonic versus Crash Bandicoot. Let's start with the most obvious category, speed. And honestly, this is where Crash is in trouble. Crash is fast for a video game character, but Sonic's entire identity is built around speed. Sonic can run at ridiculous speeds, react to attacks almost instantly, and turn his speed into an actual weapon. Crash doesn't necessarily have to outrun Sonic, he just has to survive long enough to hit him. And that's where things start getting interesting, because Crash has survived some absolutely ridiculous situations. Still, if we're talking pure speed, Sonic takes this round.
Can't we just get Tom Cruise to do this?
Now let's talk about strength. Crash may look like a goofy cartoon character, but this dude has fought giant monsters, bosses, mutants, and powerful supernatural enemies throughout his adventures. He's also capable of taking hits that would completely destroy an ordinary character. And then there's Sonic. Sonic isn't exactly known for throwing around massive punches, but his physical abilities become much more impressive when you look at everything he's fought. And depending on which version of Sonic we're talking about, his power level gets completely ridiculous. So while Crash is surprisingly tough, Sonic has the higher ceiling. Round 2 goes to Sonic. But now we're getting to the category that could completely change the fight. Because Crash has something Sonic can't simply run away from. Aku Aku. That magical mask can protect Crash and give him additional abilities. Crash can also use things like his spin attack, body slam, slide, and various power-ups depending on the game. And that's a problem for Sonic. Because Crash isn't just standing there throwing punches, he's unpredictable. He can spin, he can dodge, he can use power-ups, and with Aku Aku involved, Crash can become significantly harder to take down. But then, Sonic has the Chaos Emeralds, and if we're allowing Sonic to use his strongest transformations, this fight changes completely. Super Sonic is on another level. At that point, Crash isn't fighting the same blue hedgehog who was running through Green Hill Zone. He's fighting something much more powerful. So for abilities, Sonic takes it again, but Crash still has one final advantage, and it's probably the most important one. Crash might act like he has absolutely no idea what's happening half the time, but he's been doing this for years. He's fought enemies with completely different abilities, and constantly found ways to survive situations that should have been impossible. And Sonic? Same story. Sonic has fought countless enemies, adapted to different situations, and regularly battles opponents much stronger than himself. But Sonic has one major advantage: combat experience against extremely powerful opponents. That means Sonic isn't going into this fight relying only on speed. He knows how to react, he knows how to dodge, and he knows how to exploit an opponent's weaknesses. So even though Crash is unpredictable, Sonic has the better battle IQ. So let's put everything together. Crash has durability, he has Aku Aku, he's unpredictable, and he's survived some absolutely insane situations. But Sonic has the advantage in speed, he has the advantage in overall power, and if the Chaos Emeralds are allowed, Crash is facing a completely different level of opponent. At that point, Crash would need something extraordinary to keep up, and that's why Sonic wins. But here's the question, what if Crash had every power-up he's ever used, while Sonic couldn't use the Chaos Emeralds? Would the winner change? Because honestly, that fight might be way closer. Let me know who you think wins, Sonic or Crash. And if you want another insane video game matchup, you already know what to do.